She's great. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Can we talk to you? Where are you from? Do you live in New York?
Who are you?
Don Lemon.
You're a fucking moron, dude.
Thank you. So are you.
Yeah, well, that's very nice of you
Yeah,
to
nice to
say,
see you.
except you've never heard anything I've had to say, and I've heard a
Who
whole
you-
bunch of what you've
I'm glad
had to
you
say.
watched me.
No, I don't.
Why?
But you just get clipped everywhere.
I know, but why don't you? You said you don't watch me, but yet you know who I am, and I get clipped.
Before I realized that CNN and MSNBC were full of shit, every once in a while I'd see
What do you watch?
talking. I watch all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but why do you say CNN and MSNBC are full of shit?
Because they lie.
But about what? Be
Everything.
specific. What's everything?
Everything.
You say that, but you have no examples. Give me some examples.
Well, they lie about genocide.
What do
They
you mean?
lie about all wars.
They're not lying about genocide. They're
lie
reporting.
about-
Hold on, let me finish.
they
One thing
lie
at a time.
about-
One time.
they lie-
One thing at a time.
Don't tell me when
One
I
thing
can
at a time.
speak.
One thing at a
Don't tell
time,
me
so we
when I
can.
can speak.
So
It's-
the
you
international courts are calling it genocide. It's not MSNBC or CNN that's calling it that. So they're just reporting what they're calling
it. It was obvious what it was on about October 17th.
That it was genocide.
Yeah.
You said they lied about genocide, that it wasn't genocide. I thought you were saying that it wasn't genocide.
No. They lied that it was. Yeah, they lied that it wasn't.
No.
They would never say it's genocide. They were protecting Israel.
Okay, well, all right, we're on a different page then, but I think that was then. I think now the International
That's
Court
why I
has
said you're a moron to begin with. We're
You're
on,
why would you call me a moron? You're a moron.
Don wanted to Don Lemon wanted to say you're an effing moron. Why would you call me a moron? Now, first, I think that he had the guy because the guy's words got tripped up. But then the guy came back and he actually was able to substantiate his argument in that CNN and MSNBC wouldn't address it for what it was prior to then eventually shifting gears, which Trump always calls CNN fake news. But that's neither here nor there. The fact that let me give Don Lemon a little bit of credit right here because people don't know how tough it is to A, be a content creator, and then B, be out on the street talking to people, which I've done this myself. I've actually not done it on an IRL stream to where it's not edited or anything like that. But I've done it to where I've actually interviewed people, and I had a really good time doing it, even though I was in a liberal city of Detroit. It was a 50-50 of people that actually agreed versus disagreed when it came to the election of Trump. But I got to give Don Lemon a little bit of credit for actually being out there in the streets, even though I don't agree with a lot of what he's saying. But the fact that this guy is calling him out to his face on camera, is not even looking at the camera or trolling, is crazy. And so you got to be careful of who you approach and what you talk about because you might run into the right one. And apparently Don ran into the right one today.
Why do you want to insult me?
Because it just comes out, man. Because you
are a right-wing
because you're
crazy.
big and think that you're something, man. Just
what do you mean I'm big and I think that I'm supposed to not think that I'm anything? What are you talking about?
You're welcome to think that you're something, but
what do you think you are?
Oh, I'm just me. You've had a platform. I'm just me.
No, but excuse me. I'm sorry about that.
Boy,
I didn't mean to do that. But sorry, why would you? Let me ask you this: why would you insult? Why would you insult people like that? I wouldn't dare ever walk up to someone on the street and call them an idiot. Not unless I had like a terrible self-respect and I wanted to like lash out at someone because I felt bad about myself or that I didn't accomplish enough. I would never walk up to someone and belittle them unless there was something that's wrong with me that I need some therapy about. Because you didn't accomplish much with your life, it doesn't mean that you have to insult me.
Don Lemon is doing the classic, because you're not happy with your life, ad hominem attacks on the guy and trying to make it seem like because you didn't accomplish, he don't even know the guy. He don't know the guy from Adam. So although I agree that let me really put this in perspective for you guys. When you ask people what their opinion is on the street, you cannot control the outcome. All right? That's really what it comes down to. If the guy has a strong opinion, first of all, I respect the guy for saying it directly to his face instead of, because he didn't call him he told him how he really felt about him. And he said, oh, you. Don approached him. Don asked his opinion. Now, Don also has the right to defend himself. I'm not sure if he's doing it as well as most people would like for him to do it. I also think that Don Lemon is doing a good job continuing to be in the streets and doing the work on his own platform and being completely independent. However, the guy, you can't control what the guy is saying, and he's very calm and he's very matter of fact and direct, and he's not some bum on the street, but you can't even come with that argument because you can't say that that's what he really is. You don't know if he's accomplished anything with his life. It looks like he's a very well-to-do gentleman himself, so we'll see what happens. Let me see the rest. I'm literally reacting to this in real time.
It's really interesting that you'd say that you'd never walk up to somebody and insult them.
Yeah, I walked up to you and I said, what do you think about the state of the world? And you said, you're Don Lemon, and you said, you're a moron.
No.
Yes, you did. Did he not say that? That's exactly what you said.
I said, Don is in his feelings.
No, you said on tape. I said,
who are you?
No, you said, I know you, and I said, I'm Don Lemon, and you said, yeah.
No, first he said, Don is getting caught up. He asked Don, who are you? He confirmed who he was first.
You're a moron. You get clipped all the time, and I don't watch you. But that doesn't make sense because you say I get clipped all the time, so you must watch me. So you're not making any sense.
Is that not making any sense?
No, because then you wouldn't know who I am if you didn't watch me. So you're contradicting yourself.
Don is caught up trying to defend himself.
George Clooney movies, but I know who he is.
Okay, then you know who he is.
Then what?
Fine, you've seen him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've seen you a lot.
All right, so
spouting nonsense as far as I can tell.
But you still, yet you know.
Know what?
Yet you know who I am.
What does this have to do with
anything?
anything?
You watch the clips.
Yeah.
And in order to know their nonsense, it means you would have to watch them.
Okay, so what?
Okay, but you're saying you don't.
I don't go looking for Don Lemon.
But you don't have to click on it. You don't have to watch it.
Do you have anything interesting to say? Do you want to ask me?
Yeah, I think this is very interesting right now because you're not making any sense, and so far you're not able to defend yourself.
Okay, I'm not trying to defend myself.
Yeah,
I
he's not
called you
trying
a
to defend
moron.
himself.
I don't need to defend that because it's accurate.
I won't insult you and call you a moron, but what I will say is that you have an issue that you have to insult other people in order to feel better about yourself.
That I insult Don Lemon to make me feel better about myself.
Yeah. You have to insult other people. It has nothing to do with me.
No.
Because I would never in a million years. Let me tell you this. I would never in a million years walk up to anybody, whether I knew them or not, or agree with them politically or not, and call them a moron before I even knew who they were or anything came out of their mouths.
He knows who you are, Don. He is familiar with your talking points. He actually has one up on you. And I honestly, as a fellow, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place right now because as a fellow content creator, I actually like the fact that Don has continued to push the envelope. And regardless, again, of whether I agree with his lifestyle or whether I agree with his talking points, which neither one I do, I'm objective enough to actually understand what's really happening here and to make an objective call. So I'm rooting for him in this conversation, considering that he's been on air and he's been an anchor and he's done this thing for a long time. You should actually be able to make a better argument than just over talking the guy. But I don't think that Don Lemon has had this many arguments or this many interactions. And I think that he's a little green on this one. This is new for him. And the guy is absolutely right. He can call him a moron or idiot based off of what he's observed Don Lemon saying. And Don can't say that he doesn't know what he's talking about because he does. He absolutely does. We all do.
You just called me a moron.
I never called. Did I call him a moron?
It's on tape.
No, it's not. Did I call him a moron?
You said you're a moron like 3 times.
Okay, but you called me a moron.
And you know nothing about me.
And you know nothing about me. Have you ever met me?
Right.
Apart from what you say
have you ever met me?
He is cooking, Don. I'm just being real.
What you say on television.
Well, how do you know what I say unless you watch me? If you're watching clips of me, then you're watching someone else's idea of who I am.
Interesting to your viewers?
It's totally interesting. I'm sure they're loving it.
All right.
But, but let me tell you, hold on. All you know about me is what you see, a clip of me that somebody else put up or that I put up. And so you don't really watch. If you don't really watch me, you don't know me. And so you have no idea what I'm saying. You're watching somebody else's version or idea of what I've said.
What? I'm a racist?
Yeah, don't waste your time with him.
How is he a racist? Being racist has nothing to do with this conversation. Racism has nothing to do with this conversation. See, people, let me move. Let me see something. Oh, now he's racist. See, this is what happens when you got a white apologist.
He says you're a racist.
Yeah, don't waste your time with me. I'm a racist, yeah.
Oh, Don is a racist.
Thank you. What? Come on, come here, tell me why.
No, I'm good, but
why won't you? What?
mad because Trump won, and let's go.
I'm not mad because Trump won. But thank you. No, I'm not. But you should be. Have you seen the prices?
Don,
Anyway, nice to meet you.
go find a library.
Go find. Hey, let me tell you. Go find a life. Come here. Go find a library.
Oh, Jesus. What
And there's a bookstore.
Why
There's
is
a
he-
bookstore
why
right
is he
there. Are you
why is he
kidding me?
following
Not with somebody else's.
Yeah, Don Lemon got cooked, and he's trying to save face, and he don't realize that people really don't rock with him as much as he thought that they did. And this is him getting called out. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Maybe I'll do a little bit of IRL myself. Maybe not. Make sure you guys tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order, 20% off of life. Let me know what y'all think about this interaction.